A central processing unit, CPU, is the primary component of a computer system responsible for executing instructions and performing calculations. CPU parts refer to the various components and features that make up a CPU. Here is an overview of some common CPU parts. Core. The CPU core is the part responsible for executing instructions. Modern CPUs typically have multiple cores, allowing for parallel processing and improved performance. Cache. The CPU cache is a small, high-speed memory that stores frequently accessed data. It helps to reduce the time it takes to access data from the main memory, improving overall performance. Clock speed. The clock speed refers to the frequency at which the CPU executes instructions. It is measured in gigahertz, GHz, and determines the number of instructions a CPU can execute per second. Higher clock speeds generally result in better performance. Instruction set architecture, ISA. The ISA defines the set of instructions that a CPU can execute. Common ISAs include x86 ARM and PowerPC. Different ISAs have varying capabilities and are used in different types of devices. Registers. Registers are small, high-speed storage areas within the CPU that hold data being actively used by the CPU. They enable quick access to data and help in executing instructions efficiently. Arithmetic logic unit, A.L.U. The A.L.U. performs arithmetic operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and logical operations and or not on data. It is a fundamental component of the CPU. Control unit. The control unit manages and coordinates the operations of the CPU. It fetches instructions, decodes them, and controls the flow of data between different parts of the CPU. Thermal design power, TDP. TDP refers to the maximum amount of heat a CPU generates under typical operating conditions. It helps determine the cooling requirements and power consumption of a CPU. Socket. The CPU socket is the physical interface between the CPU and the motherboard. It determines the compatibility between the CPU and the motherboard. Integrated graphics processing unit, GPU. Some CPUs include an integrated GPU, which is responsible for graphics rendering. Integrated GPUs are typically less powerful than dedicated graphics cards but can handle basic graphics tasks. It's important to note that CPU parts can vary significantly depending on the specific model, brand, and generation of the CPU. Different CPUs are designed for different purposes, such as general computing, gaming, or server applications. Therefore, the specific parts and features can differ based on these factors.